We're going to have a little disclaimer before we start this podcast. This is a very special podcast as this is an album commentary over Kid Cudi's new album, Speedin Bullet to Heaven. While during this commentary, I did say some somewhat mean comments about a fellow reviewer that were meant to be in jest, but could be interpreted as serious, and I would like to apologize in advance. I just want you guys to know that my opinions, Matty's, do not reflect those of the entire podcast, and I would like to apologize before we get this thing going. So just enjoy this little special album commentary.
I'm feeling a 0.
It's a jam.
Let's go.
Next
one's my favorite.
I'm feeling a 0.
Next one's my favorite.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Indieheads Podcast Late Night Edition. This is going to be a very special edition of Late Night, as this is going to be our first ever album commentary. Now, usually we do album discussions and whatnot, but this is the first time we're going to be doing an album commentary. So, you see, lately, of course, you've been seeing a trend of reaction videos being, popping up, but there's never really but usually it's in highlights and not like a full-on, like, let's say, like, some of those YouTube reaction people, they kind of, watch the full video, but never have I really seen a full-on album commentary. Of course, there's Big One who does, the highlights pretty much, but nothing that's just like, let's listen to an album straight through and react to it as we listen to it. And there hasn't really been an album this year or just any time that's really warranted that from me until now. So I've not introduced anyone on this podcast yet, so introduce yourselves, guys, real quick.
I'm Zach, user Waffle113.
I'm Stefan, user Apotheosis91.
I'm Josiah. Shit.
Introduce yourself at the same time.
You go.
All right, I'm Ollie, user I am Tupac AMA.
I'm Josiah, user Wildimp.
Okay, so we're all going to be listening to Kid Cudi's new album, Speedin Bullet to Heaven. Now, everyone here besides me... Wait, no, I think you listened to it, Josiah, right?
Yep, I listened to as much of it as physically possible.
Mm-hmm. So I have gone through the entire first dick. God damn. This sound reminds me of a bag of dicks.
You ready for that second dick?
Jesus Christ. Anyways, yes, this is my this is my second rodeo with this album, and this is going to be everyone except for Josiah's first rodeo. It was just even then you haven't finished the entire album, which I don't understand why you didn't just finish it. Like you got through 17 tracks, but you're like, no. Anyways,
well, we're gonna understand why in a moment.
Anyways, we're all going to be listening to this album live. So if you want to join in with us, we are going to start at a time stamp, which we'll post in the description, and you just hear us go now whenever we start. So is everyone ready? Is everyone queued up?
Yep.
All right.
Over the play button.
All right, everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's like some kind of...
Oh, Jesus.
We thought this was someone's mic first.
Because, originally we're going to be doing this in a dub track room. But, it was just sort of like technical difficulties and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this is like some weird like tape feedback and pitch shifting shit.
Confused me on like 15 different levels.
It's really edgelord shit pretty much. Oh, here comes in that lovely guitar that we're going to be hearing throughout the entire album.
I was going to be alone in my house for this podcast, but my family just came home. Almost as disappointing as this album.
Oh.
You had expectations for this album?
Fair enough.
Okay, Kid Cudi's vocals are... he's got this distortion put on his vocals, which is kind of interesting. Like, this track so far, it's not, like, flat out, like, this is horseshit, but it's just, like, okay, alright, going for something atmospheric and kind of moody.
Not terrible yet.
His vocals kind of sound like how I imagine Young Thug would sound without autotune.
They reminded me of Julian Casablancas, only if Julian Casablancas severely injured his throat.
I want to know what drugs he's on, honestly.
Okay,
I think that's the scary thing.
He's probably on... Well, yeah, he may not be on any, which is the worst thing of all. Oh my god. This is so fucking boring.
I just don't think a sober person could make these track titles.
That is well, no, he took a magical drug that turned him 15 again. You know that movie 17 again?
Yeah.
It's like that. He took whatever happened, whatever caused Matthew Perry or whatever his fucking name is become 17 and Zac Efron. This is what happened, except he didn't become a handsome 17-year-old. He became a puberty-ridden, acne all over his face, trying edgy teenager.
Okay, on the note of 17 again, I just realized that they never explain how Matthew Perry turns into Zac Efron. Like, there's no reason. It's literally just like a flash of lens flare, and then he's Zac Efron. Just like, we don't need to justify this in the narrative.
That's true.
People get it.
I was just about to say, how about we just post this whole album to I'm 14 and this is deep.
Oh yeah, wait,
I'm gonna make sure someone hasn't already.
Something from this album has to have been posted about. Come on, I'm checking this.
I just want to point out that we haven't talked about the music for a solid 2 minutes because nothing has changed.
I know, it's the same boring guitar riff and these boring vocals that just don't fucking work. Oh,
This is a 1 minute intro that has gone on for 5 minutes.
that's true. It's stretched out. Okay, he's changing the tape decks. There's some type of like
Conceptual.
news radio thing. Oh, there's
Car
cars.
passing by.
Yay,
Oh,
another
it's an
boring
electric
guitar riff.
now.
The
I
future.
wonder how long this riff is gonna go on for.
The rest of
You're
the
breathing
song.
in the
Yeah, I'm
mic.
posting I'm gonna post the entire album too. I'm 14. This is deep.
Yeah, ba 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 ba.
Yeah,
Question mark.
Yeah, it's like a fucking like cartoon.
Yabba dabba doo!
I wouldn't even call it moaning. I'd call it interpretive mouth noises.
I saw a tweet that said that like it was like I thought it was impossible to make a worse album, like a more unlistenable album than Metal Machine Music by Lou Reed, but Kid Cudi somehow did it.
I feel like this is like the and star power of this year. Like, this is the level it seems like it's on. Metal Machine Music was a poorly executed, ahead of its time experiment. This is just what's happening.
The thing is with Metal Machine Music is that it's experimental right away. We know it's experimental. It's not trying to be like enjoyable music. It is legitimate. And Lou Reed is also a legitimate experimental musician. I mean, the dude was in Velvet Underground for Christ's sake. But Kid Cudi is not an experimental musician. Like, he's going, like, here's the thing. He's going outside his def. And his def, like, his def is not that much to make garage rock. Which is like, he shouldn't be making this type of music. His voice is not fit for it. He does not have the like. If you're gonna try to make an album like this, for the love of God, just like hire musicians who know how to fucking play guitar and actually drum.
Between like when I listened to it for the first time and now, I was like, okay, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe he's like switching over genres, and that's just what he wants to do. But now I'm listening to it again, and no.
I'm not
wrong.
giving him that fucking pass of like, well, he's trying new styles. No, he's doing a new style badly. I mean, I'm not going to appreciate a musician for like I'll say, oh yeah, while it's cool you change styles, that doesn't give you any brownie points. It still sucks.
I just want to point out that the cover art looks like in The Wire when someone gets shot and like they fall in slow motion. It looks like a still of that shot.
I think that's what it's supposed to be. Is it's supposed to be like a bullet, but instead it looks like Kid Cudi. It looks like he was like touring in Las Vegas or some other desert town or some shit. He's like, I'm gonna take my album photo here, and then he has this. He sets up his tripod, and he's like, and he sets up to the camera to like, okay, take picture in like 10 seconds. Then he runs out, and then he like starts running. He's like, he's got his arms back, and he's like, whoa! And then, like,
It looks like someone caught him like trying to recreate the video for U2's "Beautiful Day" in a ditch.
and then he. And then he grabbed his laptop, he took the photo, and then he put it like a radial blur on it in Photoshop. And he's like, okay, this is what I'm turning in.
Someone on Hip Hop Head said it looked like he won the most theatrical elective in the senior yearbook.
Okay, what I posted in that thread when the album art came out, it's like, okay, there's this GIF out there. Well, it's more of a GIF from like an African music video where it's like this guy, he's got the arms just like Cudi's, like Hold on, I'll post a picture of it in. I think I have the GIF in my thing. I want to say I have the GIF in my thing in my computer, which if I remember to timestamp this 9:14. Okay, I'll probably post it in the thread.
Oh my god, I love that slowed down Blink 182 chorus. Who am I?
Oh,
Oh my god. Like pitch shifted Tom DeLonge.
oh my god.
I also
I hate
think
the
it's
drugs,
telling
but I
how
love
much
the
we
numb.
haven't talked about the music,
I
just
know.
because it's that nothing. There's nothing.
I think there
Nothing
are
has
like at
happened.
least I think this song is one of the better songs on the album, as it does have some poignant lyrics. Like, I don't love the drugs, I love the numb. Like, I think that is kind of a poignant line.
In the right
Yeah.
hands.
In the right hands, it'd be a great line, but because of Cudi's like bad vocals and the poor instrumentation, it just does not work at all.
like
And the
John-
exclamation mark in the title. Very
Oh, yeah.
unnecessary.
Mhm.
A John Darnielle or a Frank Ocean could sell that lyric. Cudi can't.
Mm-mm.
You know what
This
I'd do
is
if I
just-
ran Pitchfork? I'd give it a 10, and then like make it and see like how many people would like think it's a masterpiece, like some experimental
No,
masterpiece.
okay, I
Like,
swear to God,
write a
this
review about
sound,
the surrounding
it will
bands.
get a 0 point something on Pitchfork. It has to. if Fantano gave it a 0, Pitchfork has to do it worse.
Hot
Probably
take.
going to rate it higher than Universal Themes.
Hot take. It's still gonna score higher than Camp.
9.3
Well, yeah,
comparisons to Radiohead.
I feel like I kind of want to say it won't. Like, I really want it to get like a 0 point rating. It has to at this point. Like,
I want to get
Pitchfork
B&M.
kinda just, like,
I'm really
stopped
hoping
doing
for B&M
that, though.
here.
I think it's Pitchfork has never really liked Kid Cudi, so it would make total sense that they would pan the fuck out of this album.
Actually, you know what would make more sense for like shock value and like page views? Them to give it like B&M and all that shit.
That is
And just,
true.
like-
No. Well, no. I think they get. I mean, here's the thing. People know they're gonna pan on it, but they want to see what score they give it. If they give it a
You
best
guys ready
music,
for
people
the
will go, "What the
skits
fuck
on
is
this
wrong with you
track?"
guys?" But the thing is, their credibility is already kind of like on the rocks, and they don't want to ruin it. And like giving this album a bad rating would, have it like, it's gonna get a bad rating. Ali, don't even try to joke that's gonna get best new music.
Stop in that
That's like his rhythm in this.
By the way, we're on the track Man of the Night. I'm gonna read these lyrics because Spotify has a thing where you can check out the lyrics because they finally added them.
It's the
Yeah, I got
best.
really
Got some girlies and we're out for love. Hold on, did they
No,
grab the
don't
lyrics?
judge.
I really hope. Oh my god, someone had to like sync up all these lyrics with the vocals. That's
That poor
sad.
man.
Oh my god, whoever did that, I
This
feel
is
so
so
sorry
bad.
for you. Yeah, she stole from my head. Oh my god, this is like Creed levels of bad vocals.
I was about to say, this definitely sounds like early 2000s post-grunge. Like,
Oh.
that's the vibe he's going
Oh
for.
my god. This is bad. Oh, she's good for me.
I'm just saying, right now there's about a 15% chance I'll tap out early.
Oh god. No, you're getting through
I'm
this
gonna
with
go
us,
for it.
Zach. You're not tapping out, you little bitch. That's not
This is
happening.
like the nail in Man on the Moon 3's coffin.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. We
I saw-
hardly knew you.
I asked about this thread in the Daily Music discussion thread yesterday, and Lucia Chris said it was like, I like this album as it's the
I
first
love that.
comedy Bang Bang LP. Because this seriously seems like a joke. Like, I really hope this is a joke for Comedy Bang Bang, since Cudi is now like the band leader / co-host for that.
That's true. I didn't even think about that connection.
We just get a Reggie Watts remix of this album.
I know. Here's the thing with this is that like, why is no one telling him no? I don't get it. Here's the thing, like, I don't understand why he still has a guest man, because the projections for this album so far on the sales is like 17 to 21K, which his last album sold 90K first week.
Dude.
That is a big fucking flop.
I
Like,
mean, I guess
that's
'cause,
a huge drop in numbers.
yeah.
Someone on Hip Hop Head said they're just supporting him because it takes out their competition. And here's the
Oh,
skit coming up
Fucking
right
hell,
now.
it's Beavis and Butthead.
By the way, if you guys don't know, there are Beavis and Butthead skits throughout the entire album. This isn't just
You
one.
just say skits, plural?
Voiced by
Yes.
Mike Judge.
Why,
I- That's
Mike
what
Judge,
disappoints
why the
me
fuck
the most.
would you do this? You've written great comedy. Well, you also starred in Spy Kids 3, so I mean,
Still made Silicon Valley.
Still made Silicon Valley.
But he is in, he's in like his 40s. He's
How
gotta,
much did
he's gotta
Cudi
get
pay
that
you
money.
to do this shit, man?
How does he have
Probably
the
a
money to
lot.
pay Mike Judge?
Puck.
Maybe
Wait,
he
in the
likes
Spotify
Judge's
lyrics it says
votes?
Puck Rock.
Yeah,
What the? Can we hear more of that stuff? Like that stuff. We bring you the greatest album that has ever been made in the history of man.
This
Well, you don't have to make it.
Why?
Bullet to
Yeah.
heaven.
Beavis, punk rock is not dead.
It sure
It's like-
isn't.
It's like a
Word
Ken
to
Kniff skit on an Eminem album, but worse. Like that's the vibe I get here.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.
Alright,
This sound makes me want
next
to fucking
track.
kill myself. I want to
We're
shoot
on
myself.
track 4.
Now we're on track 4. Also, the first lyrics is "Hey yo." Oh.
I think this is the most like 15-year-old Bandcamp riff.
Oh yeah. Again, yeah, because I was gonna make the joke that this album sounds like a 15-year-old's Bandcamp album, which
Like-
the sound would be a lot more impressive if that was the case. But this man is 31 years old.
I mean, at least the production value's okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Again, this is before it falls off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it falls off.
Oh god.
It gets
Wait-
worse. Oh my god, these riffs are so boring.
Like- Here's the thing. Teenagers on Bandcamp can probably do better. Teenagers on Bandcamp have done better. Will
Exactly.
Toledo wrote Twin Fantasy when he was like 18 or 19.
This is just frustrating. Like how bad the guitar is and how boring the riffs and the just general melodies are is like it's frustrating. Cause it's like,
Yeah,
why
this-
are
this
you
al-
playing guitar, Kid Cudi? Why do you have this Kanye level in? Kanye does not play everything on his album. Like, have you seen the production credits he's had for his last 3 or 4 albums? Like,
Okay,
he has
that's a theory I
everyone
have,
on his
though.
producer's credits. He's
That's a
he's
theory
open
I
to
have
collaboration.
I'm
sorry, I'm kind of overbearing.
That's okay. No, but
Is that-
okay, is Kid Cudi still signed to Good Music?
No, he quit around Indicud.
Oh, he quit? Okay, never mind. That my theory is not valid then. These songs remind me of the songs I wrote when I was 15 in the sense that they start somewhere and then stick with that for 3 minutes. Like there's no progression.
I know. Yeah, that's it's just it's these really bland guitar riffs and he just repeats
Ram,
them and
ram.
repeats them and repeats them and repeats them. It's like Swan's level of repetition, but unlike Swan's actually goes somewhere. And it does something with that repetition. There's a reason for the repetition. This is just sort of I can't fucking play guitar, but I'm going to make an album based on guitar songs anyways because I have a fucking, huge ego. Like, an ego as tall as the Empire State Building. I have an ego that's as big and as fat as, someone who's, really big and fat that I can think of. As
Okay,
big-
track 5.
Okay, yeah. Kid Cudi is
Fade
really big.
to
fat.
Red with the number 2.
Oh, this song's really bad.
Or
This
numbers.
song's real bad. At least it's short.
Are you guys doing okay?
know, that
I just
last-
want to make sure this listening session doesn't put anyone over the edge.
I'm doing fine. I don't.
I'm
Oh,
actually
yeah.
deaf
I'm-
currently.
I
No
have the
comments.
joy of talking to people while this happens. If I had to just sit here and listen to this album, I would not be happy. And about what you said about the short song, the last song was under 2.5 minutes,
Return
and it
of the
felt so
Rage.
It felt
long.
like 10 minutes. It
No.
felt like-
Rage.
We've
I
got,
got the rage forcing through my veins.
we've got the longest and arguably worst track on the album coming up after this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I want to.
Jesus.
I can't come empty at home. Eddie is screaming. I fuck with these demons. Oh
It
my
sounds like he's
God,
doing an impression of someone you would hear on a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack.
I
That's
don't-
his vocal
okay.
style.
Why? Okay. Why is Kid Cudi pulling a Benjamin Button on us? I don't fucking get it at all. How?
How?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Kurt died for.
Too far. I like it.
Would it be too soon of me to say this album is what killed Scott Weiland?
knew we were gonna get in trouble somehow for doing this podcast, and that's how.
Oh my god, is this again? This podcast so far is as edgy as the album's lyrics. Jesus. Okay, hey, you guys take over for me real quick. I'm not gonna pause. I'm still gonna drink a water real quick. You guys take over and just because I don't want to. I mean, I told myself I'm gonna listen to the whole thing, but I've already listened to the whole thing. You guys haven't, so I'll be back.
Take your time.
Matty
If I remember correctly, some of the more weirder mouth, movements come in soon.
I want a flip book of his facial expressions recording these vocal parts. The behind the scenes would be worth it for that.
That's gonna haunt my nightmares.
That would have made this all worth it, actually.
I think that's what the concert tour would have been.
Concert tour. Oh, I'm trying not to let dead air happen while Maddie's away. It's weird. I never appreciated how much he talked before.
Fucking bash
took the
your
slack off
brain.
him.
Bash your brain.
Oh, Maddie.
Jesus Christ, I'm back. Oh my god, these lyrics are fucking awful. I mean, here's the thing with Cudi. His lyrics were never really that good, but he always presented some type of like unique vibe with his music that like really resonated. But,
Adventures!
But as his production gets worse, you really do notice like, oh my god, his lyrics are really bad.
I've been happy, like with Currents, to like have not paid much attention to the lyrics thus far.
Currents, already the production I was already not super hot on, but it was the lyrics that like took me over the edge of like, oh my god, like what the. Why
All right, we don't need to turn this into Currents again.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I realized
We're already shitting on one album.
Okay. This is a commentary. The commentaries, again, don't always talk about the album. They kind of talk about. It's just generally like you're watching. It's just like you're listening to an album with friends, or you're watching a movie with friends, and you're just kind of talking about the movie and other stuff that kind of relates to it.
Yeah, because I mean, if we just talked about how bad this album was for the length of the album, it would be real boring.
This is
We could just
admittedly
cut this
like
off
the
in 2
most
minutes,
hip hop song of the album.
Yeah. Here's
But
the
I
thing. The
think-
song.
I like the beat.
Yeah, the song starts off actually somewhat decently.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the vocals are not bad. The production's actually pretty decent. You have have some pretty decent drums. The guitar's actually not that bad. But again, they're hold on, wait, when is it coming? When is it coming?
I don't know.
Oh, it's coming up. Oh my god.
Oh god.
See, cause it's like okay, but yeah, the song is the thing is, whenever I did my first listen, I was like, oh, the song's not that bad, but I did hear about one bad line from the album, and I was like, well, when's that gonna pop up? Oh god,
It's just you think it starts out okay, and then you look at the track length and you realize it's not gonna last.
I think there's a skit at the end of this. I believe there's a Beavis and
That
Butthead
he's-
skit at the end.
That he's kept it up for a minute and change so far is astonishing.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is the most varied track on the album so far.
There's some legitimate progression going on.
Well, because it's an adventure.
It's an adventure, Beavis.
Right.
Oh, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
There it is. It's vagina.
He does not know. We just got to the line. Oh wait, hold on. There's another one. There's another one.
What's that?
What the hell?
This album is what happens when you have all your Man on the Moon 2 money and no one says no to you for 5 years.
Her
That's how
vagina
this
is
happened.
moist and warm. No more chicken sandwiches. Yes, I will pay for the damages. How does okay? I thought one of the worst lines this year was she was holding hands with Trevor. Not the greatest feeling ever, but like Cudi just takes the cake. Oh my! No, he doesn't take the cake. He takes the chicken sandwich. Wait, chicken sandwich. No. Wait, hold on. No. I was gonna make a joke about pussy and chickens that doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, I think that's kind of the point of the line, or is that those jokes do not make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Exit yourself, access yourself. Oh, here's the moaning. Wait, here's
Yeah,
the
this
moan.
is
Hold
the
on, I have to
interpretive
move
mouth
back a
movements.
little bit so you guys do my impression. How's everyone enjoying this commentary track so far?
Bad enough that the album is this unbearable. You're gonna make the podcast unbearable too.
I know.
Implying it already isn't.
Fair enough.
Okay, anything the song? Okay, now we're getting to the song where it's definitely getting repetitive and whatnot. Like those lines, they just ruin the entire fucking song, and it's just like you can't go back from that. When you say two lines like, or two bar like, her vagina is moist and warm and no more chicken sandwiches. Yes, I'll pay for the damages. It's like you cannot come back from that. It ruined.
The picture I just posted in the chat sums up my feelings so far.
I love that.
Here
goes another Beavis and Butthead skit, because after
They're back.
the other one, there was just such high demand.
Oh yeah, I expected. One Beavis and Butthead skit was already bad. Why two? Kid Cudi is literally 15.
I mean, there's
on this
like,
album.
there's more than this.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's
I
like
think there's
4.
Like 2 or more.
Maybe more. I don't even.
Yeah, there was
Think about
more.
my life, you know?
Okay, these commentary tracks. Oh my god. You know what? Actually, it's better that I'm talking to drown out these skits because they're really fucking terrible, and I do not want you guys listening to them as they are
Yeah, you're
completely
sparing
useless.
me a lot here. I'm grateful.
There is no
I
point
accidentally
of these
jumped in.
skits. I don't get
So-
it.
Let me know when the nothing starts so I can sync back up again.
It's like exactly. It is the worst of like early 2000s hip hop and rock, especially rock because it's a rock album. But like, let's see. Why did I say hip hop? I don't fucking know. It's the worst of like early 2000s rock, and then like, was Beavis and Butthead? Was that? When was Beavis and Butthead?
That was the 90s, I think, because I wasn't alive for that.
How far
It's the
from
worst of the
nothing?
late 90s, pretty much. Is
Yeah.
this album?
Christ,
It's the
they're
worst.
taking mushrooms.
It's the worst of like early 2000s rock, and then it's the worst of like, not early 2000s. It's the worst of late 90s rock and the worst of like late 90s comedy.
What if he's conceptually trying to say something in that the Beavis and Butthead skits have like a similar repetitive structure to the actual songs?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What if there's a parallel? He
It's
really is a genius.
it's like they connect. I'm trying to remember the fucking. I'll tell you whenever. Josiah, did you pause? Okay, next
Yeah.
track started.
Okay, Josiah, now.
Oh my god. Okay, this is bad.
I told you, this one is like the most hilariously bad one, in my opinion.
I'm excited.
Can someone, anyone, give me?
What the fuck?
Why?
I think he tried to explain this line on Twitter. It was like
It was a metaphor for addiction, he said.
for drugs. But yeah, it's still it's creepy, and
Which is
but
hilarious.
it's hilariously bad though. It's like a really bad horror movie.
Yeah, you can do drug metaphors without Tim Burton's help. You don't need to go there.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna-
his vocals are so bad. Oh my god.
I'm gonna
The
go-
10-cent Casablancas filter is back.
He's got all these vocals effects, and he's trying to sound creepy, but instead I just want to fucking laugh and how bad it is.
I want to read aloud some of the tweets that he retweeted from his
Oh yeah,
idiot
please do. He has me
stance.
blocked on Twitter, so I can't
Okay,
see his tweets.
Truly the Dylan of our generation.
At Kid Cudi, this production is beyond majestic. Hard to drive to, and those are both like the letter or number 2. Hashtag Speedin Bullet to heaven, because I want to close my eyes to another number 2. See the story you paint.
God. What Kid Cudi stands like? I don't know. Like you guys. Oh my god. I understand most Cudi stands are like teenagers who have no musical knowledge whatsoever. Pretty much.
Honestly, I'm sure 90% of them are high. Closing the curtains, turning off my phone, pouring some bourbon, and banging this new Kid Cudi today. I miss that dude for real.
Dude, this sounds like
I
heroin
honestly
music.
want one of them to get mad and retweet this. Like, we could use that exposure.
Please.
Oh my god.
This one is one of Cudi's tweets actually. SBTH is all caps alternative, not hip hop / rap. Like someone forcefully labeled it. You can make the change in your settings manually. Fixing this too. So apparently it was labeled as hip hop rap on iTunes by some, I don't know, idiot.
This is definitely the worst one so far. This
Oh
is
yeah, this
getting,
is the
like,
worst track.
I'm starting to want to tap out, and like we have 10 more tracks.
Don't-
We're
Don't
only like
do it,
2 minutes in this
Stefan.
track, and
You're
it
not going
feels
through
like it's
this.
been
You're
10.
going through this.
Someone said in all caps their favorite song was Judgmental Cunt, which boggles my mind.
I'm real
I
curious.
think
as to what
Fantana.
that
Wait, no,
song's
no,
gonna
no.
be
Was
like.
it? I think Fantana
Oh, wait,
might have put that. No. I want to say Fantana put that as his favorite track on the on the album in the description of his video.
I think he actually might have.
I don't feel like checking it. Sorry,
Weird breathing
I'm excited to get to
noises.
that review now.
This album speaks to me in so many ways. Every track is a different side, as always. You know how
Stop
to
it, Cuddy!
guide
Stop
only
it with the
souls.
whispering in my
Thanks,
fucking
man.
microphone and the breathing. God damn it! Stop.
The calls are coming from inside the house.
Dude, oh my god. This
At
album,
Kid Cudi, punk rock is not dead.
I saw someone comment in the hip hop threads for like the Fantana review. This is the closest I think we'll ever get to an objectively bad album. Like, if you think this album is good, you're wrong. Like, I'm usually all about like respecting other people's opinions and whatnot, but like this one's like, how? Like, fucking how? Oh, thank God it's over.
Anyway, this song is called Amen, all caps.
Oh, mine's not all caps. That's weird.
This one's also pretty.
It doesn't have lyrics. Does that mean it's an instrumental?
It might just be moaning. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's no lyrics in here in the Spotify. I don't remember. No, there's lyrics.
Is there, or is it just moaning?
Someone that he retweeted put Kid Cudi got me real headbanging, and then posted a gif of Beavis and Butthead
Oh
headbanging.
my God.
I can't even. Oh my god.
I'll admit this bass line isn't terrible.
Yeah, the
If you
instrumental on
only
this
had
is
to
not
hear
too
it once,
bad.
though.
It's gonna
So we have to hear
wait
it
till the
thousands
end of
of
the song though, when it becomes so fucking repetitive. He doesn't change up the riff at all, and you go, "What the fuck?"
You guys are right that this drops off. Like, first 5 tracks were solid compared to this.
Yeah.
We're in the wild now.
See, now we're in the
not.
desert that Kid Cudi is on the album cover.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just off the interstate.
See,
This
no,
is
no,
We have
maybe my
already
favorite. Someone posted.
We've already cannibalized the tour guide.
Someone posted.
It's all downhill from-
Speedin Bullet to Heaven got me like, and then posted a picture of Rocky and Creed hugging in Rocky 3 in the water. I don't even understand it.
What the fuck?
You're not
What?
supposed to. It's deep.
Hold on, let me
I'm
see if I can find some tweets of mine last night from me like dissing this album. Cause I like 2 nights ago I did a live tweeting session of this album when it came
Dude, you
out.
got real angry.
I'm honestly starting to feel bad for Cudi stands. Like, the ones that recognize this as shit, I mean.
Yeah, I think like, it's just like, is he trying to lose fans intentionally? Like, this isn't like someone like. Here's the thing: if you're gonna switch styles, that is like cool. You want to switch styles? That's awesome. Like Kanye does it all the time. David Bowie did it. Dylan did
Beck-
it.
Beck sorta does it?
Who?
Beck?
Zach?
Beck.
Beck.
Mac?
Beck.
Oh,
Damn
Beck.
it.
Yeah, Beck does it. Shit, I hear what you're saying. I'm
You're
sorry.
doing a bit
so
out.
The album
long.
is drowning out you guys. Oh God.
It's so weird to think that, like, this isn't like a free mixtape he dropped or anything. This is like a major label
Yeah,
album.
this thing is, if you wanted to drop this on Bandcamp, like, pay your own price. Like, this is just something that, like, I've been kind of just doing for fun. Like, that is fine. You've been doing this just kind of, you want to try this out. This is a commercial project that he sold in stores. He thinks this is good enough to sell in stores.
I wonder
posted
what
that
kind of
Rocky
thing he has
Creed
as a
photo
label.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. I think it's only a digital release. But even then, like, it's oh, thank God it's over.
This song is called Handle with Care.
What you should do with this album as you burn it.
Oh my God. I just got a drink of water. My throat already fucking hurts and is dry.
Quick question. What was that tweet he posted a while back about if you don't like my new shit, then get off the bandwagon? You still
I
have
don't
my old
remember.
I
stuff?
mean, he does that all the time.
I think he made some tweets about like, "Hey, I'm not going back to that Man in 1 and 2 style." And it's like, thing is, I don't like old Cudi either, so I don't give a shit if he goes back to his old style. Make good music because you have potential to make good music, Cudi, because you did have a unique style. I just didn't think I just don't think I don't think that style was very good. But you definitely have good songs, and you definitely have like really good features. What the fuck is this shit, man?
Again, I think this album is what happens when you just lose like complete touch with the world. Like, I don't think he's been outside since he started making this.
The fact
I
that
think-
this is like the same person who had features on Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is just
And Jesus.
This
Yeah.
is a dude that helped shape 808s and Heartbreak. Like, this
what the
guy really
fuck?
helped shape that sound of 808s and Heartbreak for Kanye, and then he goes and makes this. I'm like, oh my god.
What's weird to think is this also, like, it wasn't like he just uploaded this to SoundCloud or anything. This got past a lot of people who were like, yeah, okay, we'll go with it.
I think that's just because he's fired anyone who's gonna say no.
That's
That's why he left
saying.
good, because I imagine there was people telling him that, like, hey, Indica, this album's not that good. And he's like, no, I'm done with you guys. I'm doing my own label now, so no one has to tell me what to do.
I like that his Twitter header is Steve Jobs presenting like the Apple TV for the first time, and you can see Man on the Moon's album cover because he seems to have forgotten what put it up there, which
Oh
was
my god,
talent.
some fucking, like, some pseudo hippie likes Kid Cudi? No way.
Holy shit!
Rest in peace, Steve Jobs.
Like, the next 15 lyrics are just why, which is exactly what I'm thinking about this album. Why?
I know.
These last three
See,
songs
when
have been rough.
MC Ride did the why me, oh why me, oh me, oh why me on like Billy Not Really, that was awesome because his flow was insane and it was like, yeah. And I was just like, why?
Well, that's not fair. It's more
a
like
baby. Oh god, it's another.
Fucking hell.
No, it's another skit.
Jesus.
Stop this.
What if he backtracked his vocals for the entire
Okay,
album?
hold on.
and
I
we
want to
were
read
supposed
out these
listen to
skits,
this
people.
backwards?
If you cannot, if you're not, because the skits are kind of quiet in comparison to the rest of the album. Come on, Butthead. Sometimes I know when you have a very powerful artist like Cudi, it's possible that his songs invoke certain emotions and feelings, and those feelings are valid. Another thing that brings up some of these feelings is hallucinogens, which I know both of you have been doing. Wait, who the fuck is this? This isn't.
It's
Beavis
supposed to
and
be
Butthead.
their teacher.
Oh.
If you've
What the
ever watched
fuck?
Beavis and Butthead, like
I
ever.
have
Oh.
Yeah, Beavis. Look up your butt.
Oh my god. Sir, but you're wrong. You're not on the same frequency, butthole. You just don't get it, butthead. You just don't. Hold on. I'm gonna stay as far back as possible because I'm about to yell.
The real crime of this album is not making me hate Kid Cudi. It's making me hate Beavis and Butthead.
Cudi! Hold on, sorry.
Oh, God.
Cudi.
Oh my god.
This song is actually about me, by the way. Anyways, Cudi. It's not that we don't get it. The thing is, this is so fucking surface level, boring garage rock. These lyrics are surface level. This music behind it is surface level. Your fucking personality is surface level. Everything about you is fucking basic, okay? You are a basic bitch, and you can't admit it because you're a pretentious, egotistical, delusional, bipolar asshole.
It's funny
you're-
because he's like
you're
an
Cudi
egomaniac, but the weird goth kid at the same time.
I
You're
know.
Cudi moaning
God.
like while you were saying that,
those
Matty,
weird
was
goth
hilarious
kids are
'cause it
egomaniacs.
sounded
They
like
think they're
your
better than everyone
words
else.
were like killing him.
Oh my god.
I quote the Gospel of Young Snuggy. Cudi, my man, grunge happened in the 90s. It's over.
Oh god, these vocals are bad. Oh my
So,
god.
Complex did an article on that tweet I read earlier about it's alternative, not hip hop, and the comment for one of the hip hop like post for it was, "This changes literally zero people's opinion."
I know.
The next top comment, I believe, was, I love alternative, and I still think this is shit. What do I win?
I know.
The thing
Oh, that
that
was
gets
Last
me,
Night Laughter.
the thing that gets me is that he released this as a single. This isn't a deep cut.
This was supposed to hook people.
You're just some loser
I
little
mean,
boy.
if you're not hooked by
Oh
this,
my god.
Shit.
Oh my god.
This song is like it's supposed to be like a lash at his critics, but it just makes him look so much worse.
Hey,
any lash
which
at your critics makes you look so terrible. It's like they're critics. Like don't try and take them down, acting like you're not personally wounded by them when you very clearly are.
Everyone look at the photo I just posted in the chat.
I know, is that the picture of them hugging? Oh. Okay, hold on. 30. Okay, 39.
the,
Okay,
like,
okay.
art
That's
for this
okay. That
podcast
is going in.
episode.
That's going in the video.
Hey guys, based on the title, is it more likely that this is mommy issues or issues with an axe?
With an X? No, this is issues with like his critics. This is supposed to be a lash at his critics. I understand that like a lot of critics that he has is his only way he sees like the way he sees criticism the most is through Twitter, but he doesn't seem to read reviews. Like Cudi, if you actually read the reviews for your albums, you can figure out what's wrong with what you're doing.
Nope.
I feel like
blocked.
there's still feeling any need to actually like address critics in your music just like destroys your credibility so much. It's the Tyler conundrum. Like, just don't do it. Make music good and make them like you that way because your music is good.
And like
I have to
like-
admit, it
Please,
kind of
Tyler,
makes
drop
sense.
names.
It
No
kind of
cri-
makes sense that like people my age listen to this and then listen to G-Eazy.
Would you just hear that? It was like a pig
Oh,
squealing.
G-Eazy's good.
It was like. That's what it sounded
I
like.
just don't get what like a song like that does though. No one's listening to judgmental cunt and they're like, oh, that changed my opinion.
We are on Seance Chaos.
Thank
Oh,
God
yes,
it's only like
I
less
guess
than
I
2
am a
minutes.
judgmental cunt.
Still 8 tracks to go, guys.
God help me.
Stay strong.
We're doing it. We'll make it. Also,
So-
the tracks on this half are significantly shorter than the ones on the other half, so we have that going for us.
All my
sounds-
life I has to fight.
The thing I just don't go with this album is this sort of like, does he not get that collaboration has really helped out make some great albums? Like, if the reason why David Bowie succeeded is that he was very open-minded and was willing to change his styles over time. He would work with other people and figure out, well, how do I do this? Or, what would be the best way to approach this? And he asked someone like, oh, hey, maybe you should try this. And you go, that's great, let's do that. Cudi, it's like, he's blocked out everyone. Like, he's only listening to him, which is like, no, Cudi, you cannot do that. That's not healthy.
Again, Tyler. That scream that's going on. Matty, you talked over it, but there was the other that was like, damn.
Okay, let me
Oh,
try
boy.
to set this up. You know how Franz Ferdinand and Sparks dropped an album earlier this year?
Yeah.
One of the
I do
songs
not.
was called Collaborations Don't Work. I'm willing to bet that's Cudi's Song of the Year.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I think someone tweeted something like, all Cudi, no features, fire, fire, fire emoji.
Oh my God. It sounds like he's throwing up.
This is making
Okay.
Star Power look good.
Is this
I
is
didn't
this,
think
is
that would
this wait,
happen.
hold on. Is this like his impersonation of Jimi Hendrix like overdosing and like choking on his own puke or something like that?
Boo!
Edgier than the album, guys.
50
Real
years
edgier
later,
than the
yet
album.
too soon.
This song is called Fairy Tale Remains.
What I said something on Twitter about this. I did. Hold on. Also, cut. Hold on. Oh no, I'll wait for it. I think there's a lyric in here that's like, then I can make a joke about. This album is fresh. It's so frustratingly bad. Like, okay, well this track just seems like filler and it's really boring. Hold on, wait a second. I'll wait for this lyric to pop up and then we can talk about like what I want to discuss. Memory stated. This shit is so weak. Yeah, Cudi, I know this shit is so
You're
weak.
right!
You're right. Okay, anyways, I want to talk about. Has there ever been artists like Cudi out there? Can we think of any examples where an artist just they started off like really awesome and unique, and they just somehow got more and more generic and boring and like, and just like flat out like fucking terrible?
There's artists that have gotten mediocre. None that have gotten like this aggressively terrible, though. I don't think.
Can you name the ones that have just gotten like aggressively mediocre?
I'm aggressively mediocre. It pains me to say this because they're in my top 5 ever. But the Strokes! Oh my god, it hurts!
I'd also say, because this song this song feels like a really bad Block Party cover to me. Like he listened to a Block Party song and did not understand why it was good, and then just tried to recreate it. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Block Party, I guess, are going a weird.
By the way,
going to weird
New
places.
album next year.
I'm
that
still
should
going to
be
listen
fun.
to it, but
I
I'm
think
scared.
I think their old. I want to say their old drummer, or was it their old drummer? I think he's in Algiers now,
Yeah, he's playing for Algiers,
which is a very
They have, like,
superior band. I think that a vastly superior band than Block Party right now.
I can't
Oh,
tell if this podcast will be more terrible or less terrible if you're listening along.
I think listening
know.
along, you kind of like this. I don't know if this works as well when you're not listening along, but because I think more things make sense if you're actually listening along.
But at the same time, do you really want to put yourself through it?
That is true.
I mean, I can only hope.
The thing is, I think the sound it definitely falls into kind of like so bad it's good. I feel like you have to like. I want everyone to experience how bad this album is. Like you have to like. I know a lot of people are gonna go, "Well, this album's probably gonna be shit." No, it's like no. I know you're right about this album being shit, but you don't know how shit it's gonna be. It is
We're
an
doing a
experience
service.
you have to experience how bad it is.
We're making sure nobody goes through this alone.
It's like that movie Jesus Camp.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
It's like
I gotta watch that
if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Mega 64 podcast, and I think during one of their after shows they were kind of talking about like breakups and whatnot. And it's like you have like a certain amount of time you can like be really sad about it, but you know you have to sometimes you have to force yourself into like your lowest low, and then when you once you get past that lowest low, you go, well, it can't really get any worse from here, I guess. Might as well just try to pick up the pieces from here. This
Okay,
album is that
folks.
lowest low. This album is like getting blackout drunk on Jack Daniels.
All right, folks. This is the second single entitled "Wedding Tux."
I will admit, this is like the song I hate the least on the album, I think.
Emotional slave slut? What the fuck? What? Well, all the maggots. Oh my god, these lyrics. Oh my god.
This
Hey,
would be
Matty.
good if it
You know what
wasn't
this
Cudi,
reminds
this
me
song.
of?
What?
This reminds me of another high-profile album release. Came around this time last year. Had no features. That album, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Not one of my favorite albums.
I didn't even listen
But
to
this
it.
is far better. But Forest Hills Drive is far better than this. And I
Forest-
really don't like J. Cole.
J. Cole, the problem with J. Cole is that he's like perfectly mediocre in like every way. He is like I've always described him as like the creator rapper pretty much. Like you know how like you would create like a creator wrestler in like WWE games?
Yeah.
He is the creator rapper. If you had to like ask a bunch of people like, well, what would be in your favorite rapper? He would be that culmination, but because of that he's not unique in any way and he's really boring and bland. This is aggressively bad. Like this is fucking really bad.
I don't think J. Cole at his worst could do this.
Oh no. Oh god no.
I feel like I like J. Cole a lot more than I do now before like his Twitter fan base got out of control.
Yeah.
Like that really did
I don't
some
have anything
damage to
against
me.
Cole as a person. I think he's a fine
No.
I mean,
Absolutely. By all accounts, he's a great dude.
although I think he had a song with like Jeremiah that came out not too long back, and I think one of the comments was like, "This song makes me think that J. Cole has never had an interaction with a woman." Which
That's why his
also,
Twitter
I guess the
fan
problem with
base
J. Cole
likes
that I've seen is that it doesn't seem like he's very good at interacting with people because he's not a great storyteller, and that he's very more I, me, very selfish. He's a very selfish storyteller, which is not bad because I mean, let's look at a guy like Mark Kozlik. Mark Kozlik can be considered a very selfish storyteller, but Mark Kozlik's writing is compelling and it's interesting. Well, J. Cole, it's not as interesting. It's Nas, but Nas had. I'm basically just like paraphrasing this from like a Tumblr post I saw. Like Nas had like this thing called the project window where he really took you into his world. J. Cole doesn't really do that. You don't really get taken into J. Cole's world because J. Cole's world is like you're not being taken anywhere because it's just sort of like, oh, these are my experiences. It's too relatable, I guess.
Yeah, you're being given exactly what you want. Like, there's nothing there to like compel you. It's like, oh, I never thought about it from that angle. Also, Zach raised a very good point that we're discussing J. Cole on a Kid Cudi podcast.
Yeah, we're on
'Cause
the
this
next
album-
track right now. It's called "Angered Kids," which
Which
this
is us,
sounds
yeah.
like by an angered kid. So
I'm not that angered.
I'm college age, but that sounds appropriate. Angered
I'm
kids.
18 too. I'm 18, but you know, I'm in community college, so I mean, it's basically
I
high
mean,
school too.
We're all 18 to 20-ish, but we're still children.
We've not talked about
I'm
the
the
sound.
little
Like,
blonde
we've not talked about
baby
the
of
sound
this
for like 2
podcast.
tracks, pretty much. We want to talk about this track. Let's see.
I think I'm like second youngest,
It doesn't list any lyrics.
I know
youngest in this particular episode.
this
We
riff
might
is
actually
really really
call this
boring. His vocals are he's got some sort of filter over them, and it's just dumb.
It's not even a riff. He's pretty much just on one chord.
Oh yeah.
I think the drums loop every like 1 second. Maybe that's generous.
He's now changing up the chords, but just for a few seconds, so he can go back to that one chord that was so interesting.
Are
will
Beavis
say,
and
this is a
Butthead
little-
providing background vocals for this?
Who's to say?
Wait, what the fuck?
There's
Hold on,
like,
wait, did
yeah.
Hold on, sorry,
boys.
sorry, guys, to distract this. I'm gonna take. I'm reading our main Skype chat right now, and apparently Marcel Music Journal is dissing us on Twitter.
Christ.
Who is that?
Marcel is like this kind of. He's like a 15 or 16-year-old kid. It's got like kind of like a cult following.
Oh,
He does like music reviews on like Tumblr or something.
He went in the Slack the other night and essentially got banned for like arguing with everyone's opinions and like spamming. So I would avoid contact with him.
Okay.
I mean, as long as he's retweeting us, that's exposure.
He
Dude,
was
I
trying
want to diss him on Twitter. This is gonna. Dude, I love Twitter beef. Well, the thing is, Twitter beef is sometimes
Please
like
don't,
really awful,
honestly,
but
like, don't. That's gonna.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
we already had
anyway.
trouble yesterday with beef.
He's got like a following, arguably more than us.
That's true, but I don't.
Again, that's why he needs to
I
talk
think
about
he
us
was
more.
trying to shill on Indieheads the other day too.
Was he? I don't know. Let me check his Twitter. Sorry, but guys, this is like so. Thing is, we've gotten to the point of the album where it's like it's really boring. We've gotten past all the really like so bad it's good shit. This is just really bad.
I have to admit, I'm interested by the yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
That was really well timed.
I'm convinced that's Beavis and Butthead.
No, I think it's just Cudi.
Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
Christ.
No, I think Ethan made a comment on our Twitter page. He responded. Marcel tweeted, at Sadie. By the way, we're interviewing Sadie Dupees tomorrow of Speedy Ortiz. We're very excited about. And Marcel said, "Are you still planning on doing an interview on the Indieheads podcast?" And then Ethan on our podcast Twitter said, "We haven't gotten a final confirmation, but we're definitely scheduled to. We're excited to talk to her." Just like, yep, we're talking to her. Basically saying shut the fuck up without actually saying shut the fuck up. Okay.
I like that this was
Well, now you
Maddie's way
just
of
said it
getting
on the
involved in Twitter
podcast, so
beef
it
without
was
getting
Yeah,
him
fuck
shut
you,
the fuck up.
Marcel. I don't care. Fuck you.
Petition to have Ethan handle social
Okay,
media
yeah.
relations for the podcast.
We really should.
I second that.
I mean, I'm the host, but Ethan. The thing is, I don't have the Twitter, but I think it's probably
Thank
for a
God,
good
thank
reason.
God.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
The title of this song is like the world's shittiest Black Sabbath cover band, Red Sabbath.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Monrovian Prince, where I tweet shit posts and occasionally sad posts. But I shouldn't be using this to plug my Twitter because we should be talking about this album. But again, like I said,
But how do you?
the thing is, we've gotten to the point of this is really, really boring, and there's not much to discuss.
Like I said, we could have just stopped this commentary after the first two songs, and you would have had our opinion.
Yeah.
There's nothing we've said since then that we didn't say in those first 2 minutes.
Come on, Stefan, this is cathartic. We gotta get through this.
Oh boy, if people listening to this is this episode must be as much of a slog as the album.
I know.
I want to get to the title track.
Oh yeah, the title track's the best song on the album.
Title
Is it
track
actually?
is in 2 songs.
Oh my god, sorry. Oh my god, I'm just sleepy right now. Sorry, I'm not talking directly to my mic because I just laid down because I'm really sleepy. Oh my god, did that girl?
Maybe that's what the concept was for this. He just wanted his go at the meditative, therapeutic sleep music market.
Yeah, this is the worst album of 2015. In the fact that here's the thing with my worst album so far this year, besides Cudi's album, Cherry Bomb. Actually, I think this album is very comparable to Cherry Bomb. But Cherry Bomb actually had good songs, and it actually had interesting ideas going on. I didn't like it. I didn't really like it overall, but there were good songs, and there were generally it was a nice stylistic shift that I think he did almost good. It was so close, but it was just the bad mixing and mastering and just the unnecessary rapping, just kind of mess things up.
Like you said, what if this is his rock bottom, where he just bottoms out after this, and then pulls a beach house, and in 3 months release his 2016 album of the year?
No, he won't.
That
would be a hell of a
I
twist.
don't believe it. I think Alex in the Skype chat yesterday said that he's the Weezer, pretty much of hip hop. Because
Weezer would have been a good comparison when we were talking about that earlier.
Because here's the thing. Okay, Man on the Moon 1, that is his Blue album. Man on the Moon 2, that is his Pinkerton. Green album, that is his...
Wizard?
No, I want to say Wizard, but I'm going to talk about solo albums, because Wizard is I'll take Wizard as it is. It's a side project. It's not under his main name. Indicate is his Green album. As an Indicate is not very good, but it's not bad either. It's mediocre across the board. It's like half good tracks, half bad tracks. And then Satellite Flight is his Maladroit. Slight improvement, but still kind of eh. And this album is his Make Believe. Like, so fucking bad. Like, you thought, like, Green Album and Maladroit weren't that good? Oh, God.
Hey, another skit.
This one was almost 2 minutes long. Like doing the math from the track listing. Oh boy.
Jeez and crow.
There will be rainbows. There will be peace on earth.
Oh my God, I want to shoot myself.
That's like, there will be rainbows and peace on earth after I'm done.
Can someone
listening
find
to
Kurt
this album.
Cobain's shotgun and give it to me right now? Jesus fucking
Okay.
Christ.
Whoa.
2 line is crossed.
We already did the Kurt Cobain joke. I'm doing another one, okay? That line has been crossed
That
a
one
while
wasn't
ago.
as good.
Who's left? Lane Staley? Lane Staley didn't die for this.
Who the hell's that?
Chris Farley.
Alice in Chains? I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, that reference is a little too... Well, I mean, Alice in Chains wasn't obscure, but I just don't know them.
I could just get out the lyric sheet to Die Like a Rock Star by Danny Brown, and we could list everyone who's OD'd.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw a comment on Hip Hop Heads a while back. It was like... we generally kind of talk about theories of like, what if this rapper died at this time? I think it was like, if Kid Cudi died right after Man on the Moon 2, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Ouch.
If anything, it would have like propelled those albums more into like classic.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Did someone say fuchsia butterflies?
What?
Because that's what we're on.
No, I'm not even.
Now we did. Oh, we can't even be interesting anymore. Not that we were to begin with. This is getting sad. We've started Twitter beef and started making dead celebrities.
Oh, yeah, Ethan's getting mad at
already
me now in the
self-sabotaged
chat.
this podcast.
Dude, here's the thing with this podcast. Okay, there are certain people that it's just sort of like, here's the thing. This is an opinion podcast, okay? If I want to say fuck you, I'm going to say fuck you. I don't care.
Or the thing is that like we're also involved in this, and
Here's the thing with our podcast. Our podcast, we don't have to start. We don't. Here's the thing. This podcast, it is. I understand. We kind of have a weird thing where it's both this fun thing and it's also we're trying to have it as a business. But it's just okay. Ethan's getting mad at me. We can't start beef for no reason. He started it with us, okay, Ethan?
he didn't really start anything.
He didn't really
to it.
start anything. He asked a
It was passive
question.
aggressive. It was passive aggressive at best, but it wasn't an outright.
That's
like,
true. And also, I mean, again, I'm saying fuck you. I'm saying it as a joke. Like, you can obviously tell, at least in this commentary, that I'm being sarcastic when I say fuck you, Marcel. I don't really know who he is, so I don't really care. So, whatever. We can't be starting beef for no reason. We're fucking... I don't want to talk shit on anything, so I love Ethan, and he's great, but, sometimes it's just sort of like, let me speak my mind, please. This is an opinion podcast. We're not even talking about this fucking song.
I do not endorse Matty's opinions at all. Just gonna outright state that.
I'm seconding that.
The views
I'm
of Matthew
starting.
Monroe do not reflect the opinions of the Indieheads Podcast as a whole.
Oh, God.
He doesn't speak for us. He just speaks the most.
That's true.
That's true.
That is true. We can't serve beef. Hold on, I gotta reply Ethan in the chat.
Love that dead air. Oh, the second
Sorry
Matty
for the dead
comes.
air, people. I mean, again, if you're listening to this, you're supposed to be listening to this with the album. As much as that sucks, we're
Yeah,
supposed
so
to
we're
help.
supposed to be protecting them.
We're supposed to be helping you. We're making this experience more cathartic and kind of like helping you get through this album. But yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll just say I apologize to Marcel. I was being sarcastic. In case we are listening, Marcel, which I don't think. I mean,
Yeah,
this
on
is
the
a-
assumption anyone listens to this podcast more than 40 minutes deep.
That's true. Again, Ethan said our viewer retention numbers is like 6 minutes. So I mean, past 6 minutes, I can just say whatever I want.
There's a point to be made for professionalism, though. Like, if we do want to get high-profile guests, we can't just be kind
I
of
know, but
shit
Marcel
talking
isn't a
about
high-profile guest. He only has 800 followers on Twitter.
Okay,
and he has a
the
cult
thing is,
following on Mew.
if someone sees that we're shit talking someone else, like someone who's actually professional. sees
I know,
that,
and I
they may not be willing
we
to-
had. I won't say who. Sorry, Ali, to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. I was like kind of just rambling after my main points.
Yeah,
We're on the title track.
we did get into a little bit of beef with someone yesterday, and I did apologize for it because it was definitely out of line. But yeah, man, because I'm fucking okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be like talking about this live on the air. I'll shut up for now. By the way, this is the best track on the album because it kind of
I like
sounds
this
like
instrumental actually. Like non-ironically, this is fine.
Is it me or does this sound like Portishead?
I would not go that far.
It has
No,
it has a Portisheady vibe to it, to me at least.
Yeah, definitely. It's got that like reverby, weird samples, like 90s trip hop thing. Okay, well then the vocals, but
Oh my god.
he's trying to be off key. Like he has to be trying. He had to have listened to at least one of these before he finished them. Like what were the other vocal takes for this album?
I'm not brave enough to listen to disc 2.
Well, I was about to say, like, I wonder, like, could you imagine what was on this album that didn't make the cut? And, like, disc 2 answers that question, I think.
Okay. Okay, we're about an hour into this commentary right now, and probably like close to an hour into this album.
The best news is that there's only one more track after this.
Oh yeah.
The bad
Oh,
news is that
5
this
minutes.
track is about another 3 minutes long.
But this track
Honestly,
it's
like,
the best
taking
track.
5 minutes is not bad, considering what we've gone through already.
True.
Okay,
The amount left we have to go in the album is less than, like, the total length of adventure.
Mm-hmm. I think what was I gonna say? I think this track is the best track because it minimizes the guitars. Like, you don't really hear that much of his bad guitar work, or
That's a
it is.
good
It's
point,
more in the
though.
background because you have this sort of like kind of odd sample that
Yeah.
kind of sounds like I'm trying to explain what it is. It's like it's not a synth, but it
It could be backtracked guitar, actually. Like, you get a sound like that doing that.
possibly yeah. It's
The
Yeah,
lyrics-
you raise a good point that, like, this and Adventures are the two most tolerable tracks on the album, at least until the Beavis and Butthead parts, but are also, like, the least guitar heavy.
Yeah, and the lyrics are actually not even that bad. He actually is doing a good job on the vocals on this track.
I disagree with that, but yeah.
Well, the lyrics compared to the rest of the album, they're passable.
Yeah.
But his vocals, they actually do match. He's not like it's more like laid back and more sort of like understated.
It's still really out of tune, though, which, like, doesn't normally bother me,
Sure.
but just maybe this album has ran down my tolerance levels to the extent that I'm like, no, I can't.
Okay, oh my god.
Come on, Stefan, we're almost home.
I just as our, like, commentary on this album should just be, like, 2 minutes of dead air.
I know. I'm sorry again
that's
because
how
I'm
done
not
we
saying
are.
much because like there is stuff I want to talk about, but I cannot because it's again there is internal stuff going on right now as we're doing this podcast. That's like oh my
I
god.
am not
Way
looking
to
at
let
that.
them know.
Well, I don't. Again, I won't tell you what you guys. Well, we kind of already talked about it, but whatever.
To contribute
Airing out dirty
something of
laundry.
relevance, this track isn't terrible, but the lyrics still sound like something you would find in a stereotypical depressed 13-year-old's notebook.
That is true.
Yeah, I could probably find this exact song somewhere in my closet right now.
I'm just saying the vocals. I think it's just the vocals and production not being bad is like a significant improvement. God.
Oh yeah, that sample is definitely a reverse guitar.
Mm-hmm. God, why again? Why? Like, I just don't get like why is this one song has his most interesting ideas going on, but it's just like again with all the bombs I didn't mention. I mentioned Cherry Bomb, but like I don't really like current like my three worst albums of the year so far are like Currents, Martyr 6, and Cherry Bomb. But all those albums, they have good songs on them. They all have at least somewhat interesting ideas going on. The most interesting thing about this album is that like he changed up his style, but this new style is just like yes, it's unique to him. Like he's never really done anything like this before. Well, kind of. He already has with kind of like Wizard and whatnot.
This is the last proper song. We've made it.
Oh yeah, this is the last song we're almost done. But
Praise
like
Jesus.
but this song, besides that one song, all these songs are really boring and just laughably bad garage rock.
Honestly, even that song was pretty boring too. Like looking at the songwriting, like nothing changed on that track. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
at least have
definitely.
the beat cut out for a second or something. Like
It's just
during
at
a
least the
bridge.
beat. At least the beat that kept repeating was an interesting one.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, a
still
few tracks
repeated,
had
though.
some nice beats, if nothing else.
I really don't want to leave. No, yeah, Cuddy, shut up. I
I really want to leave.
This part
no,
is
no, no,
notified
hold on.
as crazy cool guitar sounds.
Okay, I was getting ready to say that. Oh my god, I'm not joking. That is what it is. It says in like parentheses, crazy cool guitars. Oh my god.
I mean,
Did he
it
do
was
this
probably
himself?
written by a Cuddy stan. What do you expect?
Oh my god.
It was probably written by Cudi himself.
This can't be real. I'm
Can't
being
be
punked right
real.
now. I'm being fucking punked by Spotify right now.
Ashton Kutcher is going to reach through my laptop screen at any minute now.
Oh my god. A song that's so repetitive. Like, all these songs, they'd be so much better if they were cut short in half. Like, it's these same boring guitar riffs that keep getting repeated and repeated and repeated over these bad vocals and these bad lyrics. It just, none of this works.
Yeah, how long is this album? Like, is this a full hour?
Yeah, it's
Like,
over an hour.
An hour and change.
Because
This
right
is
now,
an hour
we've
like
been
you're
recording.
Counting disc 2, it's an hour 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's an hour and 30. It's an hour and 4
Yeah. Oh my god.
for
Damn.
disc 1.
Crazy cool guitar sounds is back.
Oh my god. Someone in the lyrics said they have it. Yeah. Whoa.
I like how essentially
whoa,
da-na-na-na
whoa.
is crazy cool to these people.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not joking. A Cuddy stan did write this. A Cuddy stan. Oh my god. People, seriously, go please. If you're listening to this commentary right now, please go check the lyrics for this on Spotify, because they are there. Because they might be gone by like a week after this comes out.
Any Cudi fan that listens to this is going to think we're like the most condescending people ever.
I know, and I don't care, because I don't care about the opinions of Cuddy stans, because they have bad taste in music.
See, those
What
are
if our
acceptable
fans are Cuddy
targets.
stans?
The Ember
Actually,
what?
Mm.
Oh, hold on.
Hold
And
on.
then he has the audacity to say, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, bye." Like it's he just performed a great concert or something.
You-
Oh my god. Okay, we are done with
All
this
right.
album.
We're done.
Postmortem
Thank God.
thoughts?
We made it.
It sounds like Kid Cudi graduated from pot to heroin.
God.
Oh my god. Okay, what can I say? Oh my god. I know I have nothing to say. I think Ollie kind of hit it on the nail. It's like, oh god, no. I think everything I've said about this album, I said during the tracks. The guitar playing is bad. The general production overall is bad. His vocals are terrible. His lyrics are even worse. Oh my god, just I don't get it how someone can regress as badly as Kid Cudi. This isn't just like Kanye, where like Jesus wasn't really a fault. Like some people consider that him falling off, but it's more of just like he's tried out a new style. And same as Kid Cudi, but Kanye, I think he did like that experimental rap. I think he did that really well. Despite the lyrics maybe not being entirely there, I still think he had tons of energy and charisma. But this shit, man. This shit. Oh my god.
What are you guys gonna do after this? I'm gonna go like wash my ears.
I gotta edit this shit. That's what I gotta do.
I'll
Let me
wash
say
my
this.
ears out with.
Roger Ebert, when he had some movies, he said they didn't make him care enough to get angry. This was that album. And more than that, I think the worst thing that this album did is that it doesn't make me want to look back at his earlier albums, which people say are his best, and give him another chance. This album has made me not care about Kid Cudi, and that is the worst possible thing it could have done.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to anything you guys just said. I'm just like,
Wow, thanks,
Just
Stefan.
like we wish we were trying to listen. Like it was like we were listening to this album half the time.
If you listen to this podcast and you're feeling down on this holiday season, don't feel bad. Go listen to some Sufjan Christmas, and it'll all be okay.
Just don't listen to
Watch
this
it.
album.
Watch the new
this
video for
episode.
Christmas Unicorn.
Oh yeah, that did come out. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this podcast, but not necessarily the album.
Oh, boy.
If you enjoyed listening to this album, non-ironically, you got issues, man. You got issues. Oh god, I'm done. Bye, guys.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Peace.